Hello everyone, this is Jonah the Orange, and I'm coming right at ya with my fucking minius cav. I'm coming! Oh crap, I can't. Now I have to go clean up. Who's got some tissues? But let's get serious, let's get into the game. One thing I do love about Minius is how strong he is at the lower tiers. Once you get higher, people go, oh, I know you're an infiltrate, motherfucker. I know you're an infiltrate. I can see you. And then you're fucked. But at the lower tiers, hardly anyone knows that that's even an ability in the game. For you new guys, what infiltrate is, it makes you look like you're part of the enemy team. So they look at you and go, oh, he's my mate. He's on my side. But little do they know you're not on their side. Which is pretty strong if, you know, it sounds good. Sounds pretty decent on paper. The problem is at the higher tiers, people are looking out for magic cav that just appears out of nowhere that happens to be on their team. It's probably our minis, so they just chuck some pylons at it or shoot it. And if you take the slightest bit of damage, it will break your infiltrate ability. And if you see some cav and they're not providing you line of sight, you know it's a minius. Saying that, he still has his other two abilities such as momentum that increases your movement speed as long as you keep moving, which is fucking awesome. He also has frenzy, which is a bit of a double-edged sword. I don't fucking enjoy the ability that much, to be honest. I think it's pretty shit. So you got two abilities that I think are pretty shit, but momentum is fucking great. It allows you to cover the battlefield very quickly, and you can look around, okay, over there on the other end of the map I can help out. And I can get there pretty quickly before the situation changes. And there's not many commanders who can do that. Minius's movement speed is unrivaled. So as you can see, I'm heading towards the enemy cav. I can take them out pretty easily. I'm pretty confident that I should win that engagement, especially with War Dogs so close. And if he's not a Minius cav, there's no way he can outrun me. So I should have a good chance of chasing him down here. The first unit's pretty damn close. I'm doing one charge here to cut off that escape route. He did turn around and charge me. But of course, Minius does have a very strong charge, so even though he did do that, it didn't matter. I did way more damage to him. I'm getting that rear charge in now. And the third unit is going around the back to cut off any escape route. Of course, 1v1 versus Generics Cav would kick my ass, but I do have these War Dog allies coming in. And this guy is coming around here. He's going to get a charge in. Boom, there we go, get more damage, and you'll notice I cancelled my charge pretty damn early. I did not want to just run into the wall and kill my own cav. He has popped Defiance, but at tier 6, or well, he's even tier 5. It doesn't really matter, it won't last too long. If he had tier 10 Defiance, I would run the fuck away. They would just smash me. Of course, with the new patch coming out, or should I say open beta coming out, they are making some changes. If you disengage for 0.5 seconds, their Defiance will just fucking disappear and you can re-engage and kick his ass. So that's one thing to keep in mind. As you can see, the enemy is running away now, but you can't run from a Minius. I'll just chase him down, get that rear charge in. Now, not much else happens this game. I just kill this guy, do a bit of decapping, the basic shit. And that's one thing a Minius is very good at, is decapping because of his speed. But one thing I would like to discuss apart from this is the new, or should I say open beta? I was going to say new patch, but open beta is coming out. And with that, there is a lot of changes that are happening. For one, you got the whole new faction known as Carthage. And two commanders, Has Brutal and Hannibal. I'm just going to keep calling him Has Brutal. I know it's not his fucking name, but I'm sticking with it. Hannibal, in my opinion, is going to be easy to grind up. He's going to be another Germanicus, pretty much easy to farm up to those higher tiers. Has Brutal, on the other hand, will take a while to level because all his abilities are buffs and debuffs. And as Creative Assembly already said, they don't know how to turn that into points in the game. You don't really get points for buffing and debuffing. So that commander, when it comes to farming him up, is going to be... It's going to be a fucking struggle. I think it's pretty easy to get a good win ratio on him. You'll be able to do that. But when it comes to getting points for yourself, it's going to be hard, so it's going to be a long grind. In my opinion, it's the first time they've introduced a proper support commander, but unfortunately he won't be getting support points You get support points for spotting more than you do for buffing and debuffing. In fact, you get no points for that. But I will still be playing him, because I've always loved playing supports, mostly healers in MMORPGs. And in League of Legends, I was always bottom lane support every fucking time, because no one wanted to do it, and I actually enjoyed it. The reason I've always liked that role in games, it just annoys the fuck out of the enemy, especially when you kill them. There's like, oh god, why is this cunt just kiting me and just fucking ruining my day all the time? He just ruins my day, and that's what I want to do. I want to get in there and ruin some people's days. In this game, for example, if you go as Brutal and team up with Germanicus, one of Germanicus' biggest weaknesses is that he can get routed and then he has no vengeance. But with Has Brutal, you can run up, give him some money, here you go cunt, have some coin, and then he has better morale. So he sticks around for longer. And the difference between this commander, Has Brutal, compared to Caesar and Sulla, is he doesn't have to stick around. He can give them the buff, he can give the enemies the debuff, and then piss off. So you can run around the map and do this all game. And the cooldowns are reasonably low. I think you can actually get his Deep Pockets to be a 50-second cooldown and a 50-second duration. You also have 2 charges, so you can easily take out any ranged units. If the first charge doesn't kill them, you can come back for a second. But I can clearly see this commander won't be for everyone. A lot of people are going to be like, he never gets good points. He's another kind of similar to Caesar, but Caesar always has his catapults to get those points in. Hannibal, on the other hand, I can see being very popular, and he's going to have some ridiculously high scoring games. So I'll be playing both. Probably when I solo queue, I'll be playing Hannibal. When I queue up with a team, I'll go to Has Brutal. As for other factions I will be playing, is probably a bit of Romans, a bit of Greeks. This will be my last Barbarian video for a while. I've read what Creative Assembly thinks about the Barbarians, and well, they seem to think they're strong, I don't. So I might be playing them wrong, who knows, but I'm just going to avoid them. I want to win. I want to win. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the open beta. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit, and I'll see you next time.